Yeah, this is what the Spurs are known for right here. This is what the Spurs are known for.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so we got some information about Zach Collins and what his whole process is right now. And I already know there's going to be plenty of people already in the comments saying, screw Zach Collins. But I don't necessarily feel that way. So, Zach Collins, all right, relentless recovery and improved shooting aim to boost Spurs offense. So, we all know that he's coming off injury. I know that he is considered at this point injury prone, but he's been much better with the San Antonio Spurs than he has previously. I think we've done a really good job, and he's done a really good job of keeping himself healthy and doing everything he has to do. But it says here an MRI revealed a torn labrum, and he underwent surgery to repair it. And that was last year's season finale against the Detroit Pistons. When we last saw Collins during the Victor Wembanyama Rookie of the Year announcement, Collins had entered a period of rest to allow the initial healing. His shoulder had been immobilized with a sling to prevent any strain on the repaired tissue. Since that point, Collins has undergone physical therapy and rehabilitation, which has now led to his return to basketball activities. Let me get this out of the way right off the bat. Zach Collins is not a great backup center, but I think a lot of hate that he got from Spurs fans was because he was the only big man we had apart from Wemby. I think if you had some legitimate defensive center, and he didn't do a terrible job, but it's just the fact that he's more of a natural power forward. And when you put him in and you slot him in that big man position in which Wemby comes off the court and they just constantly attack Zach Collins because they know they can get away with it because he's not a center, it gets to the point where it looks a little bit ugly and fans start to not see the good anymore. You only see the negatives. But with that being said, I thought this article brought up a really great point, and it's that his shooting actually improved a lot. And one thing that the Spurs are known for is making sure that you fit into that offense and you will be able to shoot. You need to be a reliable shooter, catch and shoot shooter. They did it with Richard Jefferson. They attempted to do it with Pau Gasol. Panned out a little bit, not really, but panned out a little bit. But they love to try to these veterans. They love to try to contort you, especially if you have some injury issues or whatnot. Trying to help you have a role with the Spurs that you can be competitive. You can always be on the court, and you can always be dangerous, and you will always be able to help your teammates. Because you don't want to rely. Because right now we're relying Zach Collins on defense by himself at times in the paint, especially when Wemby's off the court, and we're relying on him to even play make at times. So what did they do? They got Chris Paul, they got Stephon Castle. That's going to help with the playmaking. You know, obviously Trey Jones is still there. So you have people that can play make. Obviously, we know now that Wemby's a really great playmaker. Zach Collins, hopefully you can kind of limit what his role is, and he can just be a spot up shooter, and that's all you need him to be. But he started off really rough. You know, as you can see, he started off 29.2%. But the one thing that they brought up that I was like, oh, yeah, that's one thing we don't think about is how better it got as the season went on. So before we look at those stats, moving on here, this is what Collins had to say. You got to be able to shoot while he was attending the NBA Summer League festivities in his hometown of Las Vegas. I didn't know he was from Las Vegas. Anyways, shooting is a separator these days. No matter what position you play, you've got to be able to shoot the ball and play defense. For me, it has to be more consistent. I have to be able to catch and shoot. Yes, especially with the attention Victor Wembanyama, Devin, Chris, and Keldon get. We have so many weapons. We're going to have a lot of space to get shots off. I've got to be ready to hit those, pick and pop. So I just want to be more consistent. So that's what he's been doing, just nonstop working on that. And then he kind of expands on it. Lots of weight room, lots of conditioning, explains Collins. Shooting is a part of every workout now, just trying to sharpen everything and reps on reps on reps, getting with the right shooting coaches and getting with the right staff. It's been great. So hopefully we continue to see improvement, but I think he'll be much better when his role is defined and he's not having to do a little bit too much, because I felt like last season he did have to do quite a bit. But looking here, you can see that his 3-point percentage did improve as the season went on, right? We can see here he started off in the month of, here, we'll go all the way down. Month of October, 32%, not great, not great at all. Oh, wait, no, actually, that's the whole season. I'm sorry. It's worse than that. Yeah, it's actually way worse than that. I'm sorry. That was the regular season stats. 11% from October, 33% in November, 37% in December, 13% in January, 31% in February, and then it boosted all the way up to 43% in the month of March and 41% in the month of April. So he definitely improved as time went along. So I do believe in, him as a player. I don't think he's someone that I just, think we just, you have to get rid of him or anything like that. I do think that Zach Collins does have a role on this team. And last season, he didn't do a terrible job. Mind you, he did not do a terrible job. It's just everything's under a microscope when you're losing, right? Everything's under a microscope. And when we had some troubles with backup big man and not having a lot of help backing up Wemby, it really put Zach Collins in the forefront of everyone's minds, and you could see he's struggling at times. A lot of people bring up the Şengün game, in which I think was it this? No, I don't think we lost the game. I think we won. No, we did lose it. It might have been this game. Was this the game that Şengün went off and fans were pretty upset? Because he attacked our boy a lot. I'm pretty sure. Is this the game? Zach Collins played 18 minutes. Şengün had 45 points. This is the game. Yeah, 45 points. Woo! Yeah, he was going at him. But anyways, sorry. Little off topic. But good stuff. Good article. I love it. I like it. So we'll see what happens, what comes out of that. You guys let me know what you think. As far as Zach Collins, do you want him with the team? Don't want him with the team? Just what's your overall thoughts there? So anyways, I'll give it to you guys later. Till next time. Bye.